down. What's interesting about it, Cornelius, is that some of these challenges that we're facing now, we were already facing before. They just now been escalated. Would you agree?
Oh, absolutely.
For example, guys, inflation, okay? Think about all of the businesses that the restaurant industry, the barbershops, the hair salons, all of these industries have taken a huge, huge hit simply because they've been shut down for about 3 to 4 months. Now they're slowly starting to come back around, but they were not in operation for 3 to 4 months, and they have to now make that money up, Cornelius, somehow. The way that they're doing that is that they're going to increase prices. I had a gentleman tell me the other day, normally my son has the barber come to the house to get a haircut, right? He's a mobile barber, and I called him the other day and was like, hey, I need a haircut. He was like, cool, but my price has gone up to $50. I was like, whoa, okay, $50 for a haircut. It was $20 for a haircut. Now he's gone up to $50 for a haircut. Guys, that's inflation. When everything around us is constantly going up, the problem, though, Cornelius, is our income is basically staying the same. So we have to find ways to outpace inflation. Now, the second one is taxes. Tell us a little bit about taxes and how that kind of plays a part.
Oh man, well, taxes, it's one of the things that a lot of people complain about, but we don't understand how it really eats into our paycheck. So realize in America, you're taxed based on how you make your money. So having a job, as most people do, nothing wrong with a job, be thankful for your job, but just know you're going to pay the highest in taxes to a third. Well, when the stimulus checks went out, that money came from the government and it wasn't free money. And so what's going to happen is the taxes are going to eventually increase to pay that money back. You're looking at 2.3 or $2 trillion in debt that went out in stimulus. That just wasn't what was created out of the air. So we're going to end up just going to raise taxes.
Right, and taxes, believe it or not, is your biggest expense. If you don't believe us, look at the difference in your gross versus your net, all right? The third one is known as debt, okay? Think about it. Think about all of the people that are unemployed at this particular moment. They don't have the money coming in that they once had before, so they're having to swipe that credit card for basic necessities. I believe the other day the debt hit over $1 trillion in consumer debt. That is the highest that it has ever been. So think about it. Inflation is going up, right?
Right.
Taxes are going up. Debt is going up. Tell them about big business and what's happening with these 401ks.
Oh, wow. See, big business, it used to be they would spend millions of dollars on commercials to get consumers to spend. Well, now the impact that big business have with everything being shut down, temporary suspension of operation, loss of revenue, people don't realize the 401k is tied to stocks. The stocks are owned by big business, and big business haven't been able to make the revenue, which has caused the stocks to drop, and it was connected to people's 401k. So for instance, like about a month ago, I was talking to a young lady, and she said her mom, in a matter of 2 weeks, lost $120,000. It went from 401k to a no 01k.
Wow.
So you look at people who have spent their years looking for retiring in 1 to 5 years. They don't have that time to make that up, taking such a significant loss like that.
Wow. But guess what, Cornelius? You said something really powerful. A lot of companies are taking a loss. A lot of people are taking a hit with their 401ks. But guess what? During this pandemic, everybody is not losing. I want you guys to write that in the comments. Everybody is not losing. We look at companies like Amazon. We look at companies like anybody that's selling hand sanitizer, toilet tissue, masks, DoorDash, Uber. These companies are winning because they are providing solutions, okay? Even Zoom, all right? What we normally are on to conduct business now, Zoom is winning. TikTok was winning. So what we want to show you guys tonight how to do is position yourself to win and come out of this pandemic in a much better position than you went in it. All right. Now, how do we do that? We talked about the 4 financial challenges, but we're here tonight to talk about solutions. The first solution we want to talk about is how to start a home-based business. Why do you want to start a home-based business? Easy, low overhead. You get a great tax benefits and you get unlimited income potential. All right. Now, I want you to think about that for a second. If you have a job, right, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with a job, but if you only have a job and you don't have a home-based business, we basically have the exact same expenses. Except Cornelius, if you have a home-based business, you get to write certain things off that I, having a job, don't get to write off, right? Right. So if that's the case, if I'm paying my phone bill, if I'm paying my internet bill, if I'm paying we're paying the exact same bills, mine are bills, yours become tax deductions. Why wouldn't everybody have a home-based business?
True. And I think it comes down to a lack of education and not knowing. It's really, people don't understand lack of education. We weren't taught this stuff in school. But right. I'm put this question out. Name one wealthy person who you can think of who don't have a business.
Absolutely. And guys, look, we provide virtual solutions. Think about it. Everybody is at home. We just told you guys how we are basically how Zoom is winning because Zoom has been leveraging people, but now we have learned how to leverage Zoom and make money from the house. I want you guys, if you look at this slide right here to just confirm that Zoom is winning. Right now, Zoom is worth $48 billion. Cornelius, that is more than the top airlines combined. They're at 46 right now because you would agree travel has taken a huge, huge decline.
Most definitely.
So what we do is instead of posting food, instead of getting on Facebook and telling people how we feel and what we ate today, we are showing people how to expose this home-based business to others so that we all can win. Now, Cornelius, tell us a little bit about this team of financial experts.
Well, it's simple. MWR, we partnered with MWR, that stands for Make Wealth Real. And what Make Wealth Real has done, if you think about every wealthy person has a team of experts to help them in the 4 financial areas of all of our lives. The difference is wealthy people understand that they need experts and they have that staff on hand. So when you look at the 4 key areas are like tax management, debt management, credit management, and wealth management. So what MWR does, we have when it comes down to those same 4 key areas, we actually, MWR will position people to work directly with the financial experts who does the work for them in those areas. You know, if we want to be wealthy, we got to figure out what the wealthy do and then follow that same path.
Absolutely. And it's real simple. People say, well, what is my role? I want you to think about it like this. If you weren't feeling good, Cornelius, you go and see a what?
A doctor.
Go and see a doctor. If something happens to your car, you go and see a who?
A mechanic.
If you need some legal advice, you go and see an
attorney. But Christy, I want to make one of my answers though. You ask if I wasn't feeling good, who do I go see? I go see my wife.
Okay. She'll make it all better, right?
Make it all better.
She'll make it all better, right? So my question is, if we go see these professionals and experts in every other area of our life, why is it that when it comes to finances, we feel like we can do it on our own? Think about it. Most multimillionaires and billionaires have a team of financial experts working for them to show them how to grow and expand their money. We now have that same opportunity to partner up with a team of financial experts that are going to show us what to do with our money. Because guess what? If we knew what to do with our money, most people wouldn't be in the situation that they're in. Nobody would be in debt. Everybody would have a credit score of 850 plus, and we would be bringing in tons of income, tons of additional income back into our household. So I want to kind of paint a visual for us because people say, well, Christy, what exactly is the business? What do you do? I want you guys to think about it like a McDonald's franchise, okay? McDonald's has 1 billion served. Why? Because they specialize in 4 core basics, okay? They specialize in burgers, fries, milkshakes, and apple pies. I don't care if you go to a McDonald's in California, in Texas, in Atlanta, in Idaho. They specialize in these 4 core basics, and they make tons and tons of money. Here's the problem though. Everybody doesn't have $2 million to open up the Golden Arches. So what we do instead is we partnered up with a company, as Cornelia said earlier, called MWR Financial, where our 4 core basics are in the financial arena. It's called Money Max, Credit Max, Equity Max, and Wealth Max. And we're going to go into detail in those in just a few minutes. But instead of it costing $2 million to get started with a McDonald's franchise, to get started with a franchise with MWR Financial, is only $228 one time and $119 a month. Now I want you guys to think about that for a minute. You have a team of experts that do everything for you, okay? $228 one time. Guys, I'm going to show you in the next couple of slides how I've been able to turn $228 one time into 6 figures a year, 5 figures a month. Okay, but guess what? Right now, we're doing something called, our amazing CEO has allowed us to do something called a stimulus credit. Why? Because he realizes that people are in a place that they've never been before. Cornelius, he realizes that people need what we have to offer. So I want you guys to slash that 228 right now for the next 24 hours. You can get started with this franchise for only $129. Cornelius, can you believe that?
No. I can't. And if people will trip over that, like $119 a month, we'll blow that. We'll blow that in a meal.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, Cornelius, kind of tell us a little bit. I kind of hit on them, but kind of explain to us what is Money Max and how is that beneficial to people?
Gotcha. All right. So Money Max is this. You work directly with a group of financial professionals who are they're not just like tax preparers. They're actually certified agents, or certified, what's called an enrolled agent, EA, that are certified by the IRS. All right. So these are they are certified and credentialed. All right. And so the only thing that you do is just upload your last 2 pay stubs and last couple of years of tax returns, and they go through and look at it and make sure that you have the form filled out correctly. Now, what form? The form W-4. What is a W-4? The W-4 is the form that we're all given that tells our employer how much to withhold out from our paycheck. As you can see here on the screen, this came from the IRS. This says, IRS tells taxpayers who got a big refund to do a paycheck checkup. Why is that? When we have the form filled out wrong, there are more taxes that's coming out of our check than we're legally supposed to. So we're bringing home a smaller paycheck than what we're legally supposed to. Mm-hmm. So enrolled agents help fix that problem, because that's where it starts. If taxes are the biggest expense, that's where it starts. And it's with the enrolled agents who do the work for you.
So wait a minute, Cornelius, let me get this right. If I'm working a job and I incorporate this home-based business, the experts at Money Max will now legally, ethically, and morally adjust my W-4 so that I'm bringing more income back into my household through my paycheck?
Absolutely. Submit the form, they do the work, they send back the corrected W-4 and tell you to turn that into your HR department, and they process it, and it brings more money back on your paycheck.
Wow, that's awesome. Something else that's included in Money Max is TaxBot. They say the difference between owning a business and having a hobby is your ability to be able to keep records, okay? So TaxBot keeps up with all of your records, all of your receipts, everything, your mileage, your expenses, commissions, you name it. It's an app that's actually on your phone that allows business owners to keep track of all their expenses. But guess what? Don't take our word for it, guys. MoneyMax is an amazing, amazing system. And we have testimonies. Ursula here says, I'm singing the praises of MWR Financial. I became a business owner on Good Friday, 4/10. By Sunday, I hosted a watch party on Facebook, like some of you are on right now, because our only job is to expose. I enrolled somebody on 4/17 as a business owner and a customer and got an instant bonus. I submitted my documents for the instant paycheck increase, and the experts got me an additional $455 a month. Now, Cornelius, what could you do with an extra $455 a month?
A lot. About credit cards, pay off student loans, pay off car notes. I mean, I can take that same money, since it was the taxes that got me in debt, flip it back, and use that to get out of debt. It makes
Absolutely.
sense.
It just makes sense, right? The government got us in debt, so it only makes sense that they get us what? Out of debt, all right? Over here to the right on this slide, this business partner of ours here says he receives an additional $861 in my monthly pay. Now I want you guys to think about this. Let's just stop right here. You invest $129 one time, $119 a month, which equates to about $4 a day. But you bring back an additional $861 every single month. You got to ask yourself, is it worth it? That's an additional $10,332 every single year. That's absolutely amazing. All right. TaxBot. We talked about TaxBot already. This is what it looks like when you adjust your W-4. They're going to send you an email and say, hey, this is what you had. This is what we can do now when we adjust the W-4 for you. Okay. Now, MoneyMax also, with the instant pay raise, they will send you a text message to let you know anytime somebody goes to your website, answers those 7 questions, and the system will let them know exactly how much money they will get back on their paycheck. It's an amazing, amazing system. Cornelius, please let everybody know about our Credit Max and what the simplicity process is for them to get their credit score increased.
Man, Credit Max is off the chain. It's simple. The only thing you do in your back office, in your portal, is upload your 3 reports, and it even shows you where to go to get your 3 reports. Upload it to and the experts take a look at it, and they get started immediately. Like when I enrolled, when I sent in and submitted hours, I got an email back in about 48 hours saying that it was complete and they had gone to work. So all of you don't have to worry about trying to track letters, trying to submit letters, keep up with who's gotten what. They handle all the work, and it's amazing because we start seeing results in some cases in a matter of days.
Right. Now we got testimonies for days. I know that when I did mine, I got back in 30 days, my credit score increased 62 points. But Jessica here says she went from a 649 to a 788. That's awesome. On the right over here, this person increased their credit score by 76 points. This one right here went up 103 points. You guys can see the arrow right here to get them to a 761. I want you guys to write this down. Your credit score determines how much you pay for money. So the lower your credit score, the higher your interest rate. The higher your credit score, the lower your interest rate, okay? This is one of our phenomenal testimonies. This 19-year-old young lady, her credit score was a 356. When she sent her information into the Credit Max system, the experts went to work immediately. 356 was her score in October. By November, her score was a 501. By December, she got her score up to a 763. And as you can see, Cornelia, she has the keys to a brand new car where she did not need a co-signer at all. Guys, these testimonies go on and on and on, okay? LaShanda here went and increased her credit score points by 115. She started with a 602 and is now at a 717. This same $4 a day increases your credit score. I've seen Cornelius anywhere from 50 points up to over 400 points. But I don't want you guys to think that this is just for people with bad credit. Cornelius, let everybody know what happened with Chuck.
Chuck, I love Chuck. Chuck like we brag differently. You got to Chuck, like we brag differently. Chuck started at an 805.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, you started at an 805 and they were still able to find and identify ways to boost his score by 7 points. Chuck 6-7. He's at an 812. Look up on the other side of the screen, you see Bert Sims. Bert started, I think, at like an 820. What's that, an 834?
Yeah.
And they moved him to an 845. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. The highest score is 850.
It is. The highest score is 850.
With bad credit.
That's right. That's right. All right, guys, these testimonies, again, they go on and on and on. But now we want to talk about Equity Max. Cornelius, let everybody know what Equity Max is and why it's super duper beneficial.
Equity Max is what makes your risk low. Everybody wants to be debt free. Everybody wants to be a millionaire, but they don't have a plan to do it. And so Equity Max, Equity Max is that plan to do it. Simply type in like all of your debts, monthly payment, payoff amount, interest rate. And what it does is it takes that, does an analysis, and it'll send back to you a plan to show you, and it'll do a side-by-side comparison. And it'll show you, if you continue to make the monthly payments, it's going to take you so many years to get out of debt. If you follow the plan, it'll cut that in record time and give you your debt-free goal as well as your millionaire goal. Now you have a plan that you can execute, and from a wish to a goal to really make it happen. Just stick to the plan.
That's right. Just stick to the plan. Wow. Testimonies again, guys. Not only do they show you a better plan to get out of debt, but they also give you a millionaire date. So after you paid the debt off, they're going to then get you on a game plan to show you when you will become a millionaire. Now, this slide right here is absolutely amazing, and I'm going to fly through it because I'm getting text messages that we have an amazing announcement, and the CEO and president are both on this call with us tonight, and I would so much rather for you guys to hear from them because they are two very powerful gentlemen. All right, this young lady right here, according to her creditor's plan, they would have had her in debt 111 years. Now, I don't know about anybody on this call, but that would make me about 150 something years old, right? But not only the time that she would be in debt, but it's the interest, $525,000 in interest. She submitted her information to Equity Max. It's way, not even chopped in half. Her interest rate with Equity Max is $11,000. With the time in debt, instead of 111 years, she'll only be in debt for 2 years and 6 months. Now, this one right here is a service that was introduced literally last week called Bill Shredder. Okay, guys, if you haven't seen enough, listen, Bill Shredder allows the experts to go in and negotiate your monthly recurring bills and get them chopped and sometimes chopped in half. What they're going to do is they're going to negotiate on your behalf to get your monthly bills absolutely as low as possible. You don't have to switch services. If you're with Verizon, they're going to call Verizon and work on negotiating that Verizon bill for you. Okay. Now, I am going to fly through some of this. We also have WealthMax. This is where you can basically become your own bank. We also have land banking, guys. I'm going to fly through this really, really quick. Here's what it boils down to. A lot of people tend to say they have multiple streams of income. But what it really boils down to is that they have multiple puddles. See, stress means your taxes are high, your debt is high, interest is high, expenses are high, right? We want to show you how to have what's called cash flow expansion, okay? You've seen it all. You saw the credit restoration. You saw the money max. You saw the debt elimination, and we really went quickly over Wealth Max so that we can get to the money. We have some people over here, guys, making some serious income. I'm going to fly through some of these really quick. One of them that I do want to talk about is the momentum bonus. And this bonus right here is crucial because we like to say success loves speed. So we reward the individuals that come into the business and are able to enroll 3 business partners within their first 30 days. Now, once you do that, the company is going to give you an additional bonus of $150. Now, it's all about helping people, okay? Once you help those people get their 3 people, they're going to give you another bonus of $450. Then when those people help those individuals hit the momentum bonus, they're going to give them a bonus of $900. As you can see right here, this is a real screenshot of my business partner's back office where he received the $900 momentum bonus. Now, guys, think about it. You get $50 for everybody that you personally enroll in the business. So once you do 3, that's $300. You get $150 for the sponsor bonus and then $150 momentum bonus if you were able to do it within your first 30 days. Now, guys, I'm going to show you this right here because these expansion bonuses are really, really important. People tend to get in this, Cornelius, and say, oh, no, that's one of those, that's one of those things. Listen, you cannot stop another person's excitement. You just absolutely cannot do it. This, again, is a live screenshot of my business partner and my mentor who made over $10,000 in his first month of being in the business. Now, think about it, or look at this slide, guys. He started off, his first check was $28, right? Write this in the comments. Your first check is a reality check. This just means that it's working, okay? These bonuses range anywhere from $10 to $75. So your back office will look like this. Jennifer, Quentin, Robert, Samuel, Charlize, 65, 35, 65, 25, 35. You'll just see a bunch of numbers in your back office, but these numbers right here represent dollars, okay? We won't even talk about the check match, but just know, guys, the higher up any compensation plan that you go, it rewards you greatly, okay? We're not even gonna talk about the monthly residuals. We will share the luxury vehicle and mortgage bonus because we have people over here that are getting it, okay? Tier 1 is $500 per month. Tier 2 is $1,250 per month. And Tier 3 is $3,000 per month. Cornelius, tell them about these beautiful people and which tier they qualify for.
Then you got people like Herschel Gibbs, Tuana Sims, Colonel Larry Stewart that are at $500 a month. And the thing is, you don't have to spend the car bonus on a car. Some companies will make you spend the money, you got to show and all that stuff, got to drive a pink Cadillac, like none of that. They put the money on your e-wallet, and if your car, if your car is decent, pay it off. Or you can take that money, flip it to invest.
That's right. You can do whatever. In other words, guys, you can do whatever it is you want to. Charles Ivory here, this slide is old. He was at $1,250, but he has now reached tier number 3. But he went out and bought him a brand new truck a couple of weeks ago. I actually had the opportunity to see it today, and it is absolutely beautiful. So all of these bonuses are paid on the 10th. My business partner, Shana Rollins here, said, you know what? I don't want the car. I'm going to go ahead and invest it. And that's exactly what she's doing with her $1,250 a month. Uh-oh, this lady right here looks familiar.
Let me take that one. Let me take that one. So over the weekend, guys, y'all hear me when I say this. Over the weekend, Cashflow Christie went from $1,250 to $3,000 over the weekend in a matter of days. Now, my question to Christie, so what's your plans? Are you going to go out and get the car, or are you going to throw that over in some investments? But look,
hey, I think
it's not about the money, it's about the option.
That's right. That's right. And I don't know, Cornelius, I don't know, y'all may see me pull up in something kind of nice, or, you might see my land banking and wealth max. You might see that increasing, but $3,000 a month, guys, they call that a luxury car or mortgage bonus. Now, my business partner, Mr. Brian Bean, owns 7 cars with 7 titles, but guess what? They still give him the $3,000 a month car bonus. Now, in addition to that, I'm gonna fly through the presidential bonus because this bonus ranges anywhere from $500 up to $100,000 a month. Yes, you heard me right. These are some of the recipients of the presidential bonus. We got Quanah Sims, Cortez Springer, Larry Murray Jr., Brandon Caldwell, myself, Miss Shana Rollins, Mr. Charles Ivory. Guys, this over the weekend, I was fortunate enough for mine to go from $1,000 to $2,500 on top of the $3,000 car bonus. So I gave myself a $3,250 monthly pay increase over the last 2 days. It is.
Let's just say some of these slides are old. They need
some
updating.
of the slides are outdated, but here it is right here. Shayna actually updated this one. Awesome. Now, this guy right here, I'm going to talk about him. His presidential bonus is not $5,000 anymore. It is actually $10,000 a month. Now, a lot of you guys are on here to hear about this, and I'm going to end it with this so that I can bring on the CEO and president of our company. The daily guarantee ranges anywhere from $5 to $1,000 a day. So again, let me show you guys my phone so you won't think that we just taking screenshots of stuff, all right? Every day at 5:01 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we get a text message that says you have earned, let me stop sharing the screen real quick because let's see if you guys can see this. Can you see the screen, Cornelius?
Yep.
All right, cool. So every day, even on Sundays, every day, $200, $200. We get it every single day. Imagine getting a text message saying that you have qualified for anywhere from $5 up to $1,000 a day. It's absolutely unbelievable. But we have people all over the United States that are doing it. These are just some of the people because there's no way that we can show everybody's picture. But all of these individuals are at $20 a day. These folks are at $30 a day. The slides need to be updated because I personally know my business partner, Junior, from the Steve Harvey Morning Show should be on this slide right here because he hit the $50 a day daily guarantee this morning, and he could not have been more excited, guys. Quanta Sims has got to be updated because she went to $150 a day, guys. That's $4,500 a month. Non-wage income, right?
Non-wage.
Wow. All right. So myself and my business partner, Mr. Charles Waymaker Ivory, are at $200 a day on top of the $3,000 a month car bonus, on top of the $2,500 a month presidential bonus. But if y'all think that's something, wait until I introduce you guys in a little while to this gentleman right here. Now, I am going to stop the slides. Let's see, stop. Okay, gotcha. So no more screen share because I am absolutely excited for you guys to hear this announcement right here. Mr. Brian House, who is the CEO of MWR Financial, was in Atlanta today to surprise me to give me a millionaire ring. And the ring is absolutely beautiful. For you guys that did not see it, this is it right here. I am super proud to show off all of these amazing diamonds. And I am more excited that a CEO, I want you guys to think about it. When was the last time your CEO flew in to celebrate your success?
Wow.
That's the kind of leadership that we have in this company. I am so grateful. We are so blessed to have such an amazing man running this company. So without further ado, you guys, please help me welcome to this call the one and only, the CEO of MWR Financial, Mr. Brian House. Are you on here with us?
Hey, I'm here. Can you hear me, Christy?
We can hear you just fine. How are you this evening?
Hey, I'm awesome. And I'm still here in Atlanta. I'm actually at the Marriott, you know that. But today was a phenomenal day, and I'm excited about what we get to announce. But before we do this, I just want to say this, Christy, again, I'm so proud of you. I'm proud of Charles Ivory. We also got his Millionaire Residual Club ring, and that's such a huge accomplishment. And so I just commend you guys for the effort that you put in. I know that in order to have anything great happen in this company, you got to be willing to help other people win as well. And I just appreciate you guys so much for having a heart to help people and do the right thing. And because of that, I believe when you do the right thing, you get rewarded. And so I did. It wasn't an option for me to fly to Atlanta. It was something that I felt was a necessity. You did all the hard work. We put this company together, and you guys give me so much credit But I can tell you, none of this happens without each of you, and I'm eternally grateful for that, because you guys are helping us spread this mission across the country, and we're just making such a huge difference in people's lives. The impact has been absolutely phenomenal. So I just want to thank you guys so much for that.
Thank you. Now, I heard you have a major announcement. Like, tonight is going to be a historical moment for MWR Financial. Is that correct?
It is. And we've already had historical moments. I mean, there are only one, what kind of company do you have first? Let's just say that. You're a good example. I'm going to push you again, okay? You're the first female millionaire residual club ring earner, which that's a first. There's only one first in any company, okay? And then on top of that, you were the first executive regional director, female executive regional director in the company. So we got to celebrate that. That's another first, okay? And tonight we get to celebrate the biggest first that we've ever had. And it amazes me because we put this compensation plan together and our ranking system to where it was extremely fair. We wanted everybody to be able to win. But we also wanted to make our top position challenging. It needed to be challenging. It didn't need to be something that was just handed to you on a silver platter. You literally have to earn this position. This is not something that can be given to you. It's something that takes a ton of effort, a ton of focus, a ton of commitment. And the fact that I'm thinking we messed up. I'm just going to tell you this. The fact that it's been accomplished in 8 months, which is something that just, it blows me away to even think about what this gentleman has done in an 8-month time period. And literally, he had a month off because of his father passing away. And I can tell you that I know his father's looking down on him just as proud as I am of this guy, even more so. And he's up there playing his guitar right now, I'm sure. But at the same time, I want you to bring up, if you could, Mr. Brian Bean, because, guys, this is MWR Financial first national executive, national director, the top position in this company, the top rank in this company. He was absolutely the first, and I couldn't imagine somebody being better to represent being first at anything than this guy right here. And he needed to get his teeth worked on. I thought he was working on his face. I thought you had that alignment thing straightened out. That is a mess. That's a mess. He couldn't do anything serious.
I'm glad he did that, though.
It's been an amazing day, man. I mean, now I can get everything I need. And Brian, I gotta thank you, man. I mean, it's been unbelievable to see the results. I can't even do it, man. Hey, to the new people, it's not that bad. No, for real. Hey, man, Brian, man, we did it, man. And I say we. I say we because I'm gonna get that worked out. Don't worry about it. I say we, man. It was a real team effort. And Mr. House, I've never met anybody like you. Just humble. I don't want to keep all the new people tonight because I want you to make a decision. I'm going to have a Zoom party, for the regionals, the districts. We're going to have a big stimulus Zoom party where we can see each other coming up real soon. But I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart, man. This has been the most historic week of my entire career. And I've been working from home 23 years, but you guys have put something together here that is second to none. And I almost didn't want to get promoted, if you will, because to me, the biggest thing of the day was all my regionals that got promoted. Christy Howard, first female, one of the top 5 regionals in the company. Mm-hmm. Charles Ivory, diamond ring earner as well, $1 million ring earner along with Christy, Quanta Sims. I mean, all you guys are. I can't say enough, and I'm never speechless. But Quanta Sims didn't even think that a home-based business was real at one point. She doesn't even talk to people. She's the most introverted person in the world. She put her head down for the past 4 months and hit regional. Shayna Rawlings does all of our design work. I shouldn't even be mentioning names, but I gotta give it to my COO, who makes me look unbelievable. She does all our design work, all of our websites, all these StreamYards. I mean, all of your logos, our recognition website, our events, our t-shirt design. Shayna Design Allergic to Broke. Shayna Design every t-shirt you guys see us wearing in the brand. She is my business partner for the past 15 years. And guys, just to see everything come together, I'm not gonna give you a big speech because I'd rather have a Zoom party and we're gonna celebrate like crazy when we can meet. But to see it all come together, it's been 20 years of straight focus and believing in this industry and believing that one day I was gonna find the right opportunity, the right founder, with the right service, with the right compensation plan, with the right organization, with the right mentorship at the right time, and I was going to be the right me. And guys, that has to be in alignment for those things to happen. Right company, right founder, right timing, right service, right comp plan, right organization, Extra Digit. I love all you guys, man. Everybody from the QFDs all the way up to the regionals. I treat everybody with a lot of respect because I know what it's like to climb this comp plan ladder. Getting carried to the stage one day. He's one of the first people to give me 5, and my mother and father have never, ever, ever, ever wavered. My mom actually introduced me to network marketing. A gentleman was coming to see if he could show her the business, and I walked through the room, 19 years old. So my mom introduced me to network marketing and positivity, personal growth, self-development. I keep it near me. And guys, I won't bore you with that, but my parents are my inspiration. Monet, my sister out there, I love you. I really do. She just joined the business. My brother Daryl, I love you. He just joined the business. My whole family's now in the business. Stacy, my other sister, I love you. All 3 of my siblings have been nothing but supportive and shown nothing but love. So I have an awesome upline. My parents, Pop, rest in peace. I have an awesome organization. I don't even call them my downline. Extra Digit came to make history. We didn't come to make money. I have an awesome sideline with my siblings. I love you guys, Monet, Stacy, Daryl, best of the best. I really, really appreciate the support that you guys have given me over the past 90 days. I'm glad you're all in the business, ready to rock and roll. And hey, man, Extra Digit, you tell me when you want to have a Zoom party, and I'll be there, man. I'll be there. Cornelius, I love you, man. I love all you guys. I take you in on the Zoom. Thank you. Thank you.
Wow.
And my good friend Andamo is out here, man. Let me tell you something. Go ahead and bring him up, man. Andamo sent me a message every single day that motivated all of us. He motivated Christy. He motivated Charles Ivory. He knows how to do what I call give you silent motivators, and his words speak volume. So as the president of the company, man, that took the time to show me the comp plan, as a president of the company that took the time to break down and make sure you answered all my questions, as a president of the company who took the time to make sure I was comfortable coming over here and take the bullets I was getting and keep on ticking. And I owe you, man, big time, and we're going to celebrate when I come out to California. Thank you. Brian House, love you much. Absolutely.
Thank you. Man, Brian, I'm so excited for you. I got to say something to everybody if it's okay. It's when you first decided to make the decision to come over, first of all, you never asked for anything. You just said, here, what do we have? Making sure everything was solid. Because it wasn't just about you. You were looking at who you were bringing over, and then you said, okay, and you just literally put your head down and went to work. You just wanted to make sure, hey, they pay okay, the services work, do those things happen? You did your due diligence, then you just put your head down and you went to work. But what you did is you declared, you told me exactly what you were going to get done. Now, you did it much faster than I ever thought was going to happen. In fact, you even did it faster than your goal, because I think you said 1 year, and we're here at 8 months.
Yes,
So you literally told me exactly what you were going to do and how quickly you had planned to get through those goals. So you had a plan, no wishes, an absolute plan, which was the goal. You did exactly everything you said you were going to do, but you didn't just do everything you said you were going to do. You exceeded my expectations. You exceeded, I know, Brian House's expectations. You came over here. We have a lot of people that call us, people that have the kind of success that you've had outside of NWR Financial, and they come over here, boy, they are diva out. Boy, I can't even get their head in the room, and I got to have this. They want us to pay them this money and do this and do that. They're trying to work out deals with Brian. They say, well, let me go around, let me talk to Adamo, well, let me go back to Brian and see if I can, all this stuff. And then they come over, I'm going to do this, I'm going to set the world on fire. Some of them say, okay, I just want to get in, I'm going to set the world on fire. We never hear from them again. But you, my friend, you have done and consistently have done exactly what you said you were going to do, and you never asked for anything, didn't want anything, and you've been inclusive. You loved on all teams. You let everybody know, this is what I'm doing, and you have been having such an impact on NWR Financial that those reverberations, those ripples, if you will, are definitely going to last for generations and generations. So I love it. I see it reflected in all of your leadership, in all of your team members through Extra Digit, all the people that are out there doing their thing. So I'm so honored and grateful and for you. I thank God for you, always praying for you. Man, just so you know, Brian, I knew you were close. Guess what I listened to today? Maggot Brain. I was going off on it too, because you know I'm a funkster. I'm a funkadelic. The Parliament without a cord. I literally listened to it today. So when I got the news, I knew you were close. I said, this is going to happen. But when I got the news that you hit it, I said, look at that. Look at that. See, your dad and I were already partying for you. So, man, I appreciate you. I appreciate you like no other. And I just look forward, because here's what I do know. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you this. This is what Brian said to me. He goes, Adamo. By the way, when I get to national, I should be able to do that inside my first year. When I get to national, that's where my business is going to start. Because it doesn't get started until I'm at the top. So when I get there, then you will see me really take off. And that, Brian, you still holds true. We talked just a moment, text back and forth. You said, okay, I'm ready to go. So I'm excited to see where we're headed from here, what I appreciate about you, and what you're going to make sure everybody understands. This is just the beginning. You can't disguise the end, think, oh, I'm at the end. No, this is just the beginning. We're just getting started. Thank you so much, Brian.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Brian,
yes,
Brian, listen, I don't want to prolong this either, but I got to say this, and that is that, guys, Damo said it just a second ago. We've had several leaders that have contacted us that wanted things. Brian came in with this humility that basically said, I want everybody to win, because if I help everybody win, I'm going to win anyway. And so I just commend him for that. I want to point out something else that he's done. We're getting ready to implement a training platform that I'm going to tell you, it is something that I don't think you can argue with results. And so for us, the proof is in the pudding. And meaning that we don't teach on theory here. What we teach has to be proven. And Brian has absolutely proven that he has a blueprint to win.
Absolutely.
And so I am extremely grateful that he is willing to share that, not just with his team, not just with EBM, but with everybody in the company, and share that knowledge, that wisdom. I'm going to tell you, I was at his house today, and when I was there, I'm looking at all these sheets laid out on the table. And he asked me, hey, you want me to move those sheets and so you can eat there or whatever? And I was like, are you kidding me? Leave those sheets alone. You keep doing what you're doing. We're not touching those sheets, because all he did was he created a cookie cutter system. And what I love about this, and I hope everybody catches this, what I'm getting ready to say, He's created a system that doesn't just allow a Brian Bean to hit the top of a company. It allows everybody that implements that system and those strategies to have the same level of success. It doesn't matter if you're just starting. I'm telling you, 8 months, it may take you 12 or 24 or 36, or it may take you 5 years. I promise you, what he's making right now, it is well worth the investment. And okay? And you have the blueprint to do it. If you fill in the blanks on that blueprint, it'll get you where you want to go. And I've seen it happen. So there's no way we would introduce something that would hurt the entire field. We're going to introduce something that is going to help the field, and I want to commend him, because if it wasn't for him, and Damo and I like to think we're pretty smart, but at the same time, listen, this guy is brilliant, and I'm grateful for everybody.
Brian House, he's the G-Tote with a capital T. So G-Tote, we got to add some more initials to that, but G-Tote for sure. Everybody give it up for the G-Tote. Go on, Another mic. Where's that mic?
Yeah. Brian, not the T.
And I got to get out of here, man. I love you guys, man. Chrissy, tell me what to do. We'll schedule a Zoom party. I want a big virtual party, not to celebrate me, but to celebrate everybody. Tell the new people what to do and how long they got before it ends. And I appreciate it, man. I got to go get some sleep. Much love.
Wow, guys. What an amazing day. What an amazing weekend. And guess what? You were fortunate to be here, hearing this, witnessing history tonight. You saw the presentation, you saw what it is that we do. You see the amazing and incredible leadership that we have back in this company and back in this organization, guys. It's really simple. At this point, make a decision. Okay, just make a decision. Make a decision to get involved, to start your own franchise for $129.97 one time. All right. During these presentations, we typically run into 3 types of people. The number 3 type person says, hey, I see it, but it's just not for me. Great. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. But if it's not for you, we're not going to convince you. We're not going to beg you. Guys, we got people making, I got one question. I know Brian broke the record for being the first, right, in the company to the top of the compensation plan. Yeah. Didn't he, earlier he was at 91% to max out the daily pay at $1,000 a day. So it's safe to say that Brian Bean will be the first. Am I right, Mr. House?
You're absolutely correct. And I don't think he's at 91% now. I think he's closer. So
I'm going to give him an early congratulations for hitting the maxing out the car bonus, maxing out the daily guarantee now at $1,000 a day. That is $30,000 a month just in one of the 10 ways that we get paid. So for number 3s, if you're out, thank you so much for watching. Number 2s, you say, hey, I love it. I want the experts. I need the experts to work on my behalf. All right. If you want to be a number 2, that means that you just want to be a customer for $79. Now, why in the world you would just want to be a customer with this stimulus special going on for another 24 hours? I'll never understand that one. But if you do, it's $79 to become a customer. If you are a number 1, you say, hey, Christy, I want it all. You could have shut up a long time ago when you showed me that $200 a day. It's people on here making money. It's people in the company that have your back and are willing to train you each and every step of the way. We got a CEO who flew in town just to celebrate the success of others. This is hands down the absolute best opportunity on the planet. If you are number 1, if you're watching somebody's watch party, you want to text them, you want to call them and say, I'm a number 1 right now, so that they can get you started, so that you too can be a part of the history that we are creating with Making Wealth Real Financial. Thank you guys so much for joining us, Mr. House, Mr. Tolson, my amazing co-host Cornelius. Thank you guys so much for joining me on tonight. God bless, and we will see you all in the magazines. Have a good night.
Great job, Christian. Great job, Cornelius.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Appreciate you guys.
Right.
I'm out, you all. Gotta do credit. See you all tomorrow on the live stream.